I know, sorry. Okay. Okay. So, welcome everybody to our final session on the Water Pavilion here at COP26. We are coming at you live and direct from Glasgow. I'm very pleased to open our final event of the day, and the day of which has been focused on finance, accelerating the much needed dollars, pounds, and yen that we need to achieve a climate resilient, net zero, water secure future for all. This final session is hosted by Veronica Guzman, a member of staff at GWP South America. And she is going to be sharing with us today information about a program that they have launched in the region entitled Linking Strategy with the Private Sector, the Blue Good Practices Program. So Veronica, over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Global Water Partnership South America and the Chamber of Industry of Uruguay welcome you to this event. GWP South America's linking strategy with the private sector Blue Group practice. My name is Veronica, and I'm part of the team of GWP South America. Now we will present an introductory video.
Latin America and the Caribbean have about a third of the world's water resources. Their management is a key tool to achieve sustainable development and combat climate change. This is a task that requires joint work between the public and private sector. Companies have the power to be agents of change, optimizing the use of water and promoting saving, recovery, and reuse measures in all production processes. For this reason, Global Water Partnership South America, in conjunction with the Uruguayan Chamber of Industries, developed a pilot plan in Uruguay to promote an adequate use of water in small and medium-sized enterprises, framed in the GWP 2020-2025 strategy to support a circular economy in the South American industrial sector.
El espacio de trabajo compartido con GWP es sumamente pertinente para potenciar los servicios de promoción del desarrollo que llevamos adelante. Desde SIU, desde la Cámara de Industrias, contamos con una cartera de servicios de desarrollo industrial que busca promover la exportación, la innovación, la capacitación y la sustentabilidad ambiental de las empresas uruguayas.
The alliance between GWP and the Uruguayan Chamber of Industries made it possible to develop a pilot project to link with the private sector called the Blue Good Practices Program. For this, technical support was provided by the National Water Authority of Peru, based on its experience.
En el año 2015, la Autoridad Nacional del Agua desarrolló un estudio sobre la huella hídrica en el Perú en el sector agropecuario, con el apoyo de la Agencia Suiza para el Desarrollo y la Cooperación, COSUDE, y el Fondo Mundial de la Naturaleza, cuyos resultados permitieron tener una mirada más amplia y no tradicional del consumo del agua, permitiendo un análisis en la relación de abundancia o escasez del agua en cada región y su influencia en la economía del Perú. Y desarrollan proyectos de reducción de consumo de agua e implementan acciones de responsabilidad compartida, contribuyendo a mejorar las condiciones económicas y sociales de la población del entorno donde opera la empresa.
To meet our objective, we will develop training and diagnostic consultancies for the efficient use of water in small and medium-sized companies in Uruguay. This pilot project seeks to sensitize industrial companies and gather lessons for scaling up in 2022.
Construir un servicio hacia un certificado azul que permita aumentar la eficiencia del uso del agua en los procesos productivos de las empresas, es un aporte de nuestra institución hacia una lucha sostenible e implica un avance importante en la lucha contra el cambio climático.
By 2022, we want to grow, continue to sensitize the private sector, and bet on a future with good blue practices. Because the future of the water, of the planet, of our sources, is in our hands. Join our efforts.
Thank you. And now we are going to learn more about this program and its current status. In charge of Alejandra Mujica, Regional Coordinator of GWP South America. Alejandra, please.
Thank you very much, Veronica. My name is Alejandra Mujica. Good afternoon. I am the Regional Coordinator for GWP South America. I am based in Montevideo, Uruguay. It is an honor for me to have this opportunity to share our pilot project, the Blue Good Practices Program. Next one. GWP is a net that comprises more than 3,000 partner organizations all over the world, in over 180 countries. In South America, we have about 300 partners from the academia, the governments, the NGOs, and the private sector. In the GWP Global Water Strategy 2020-2025, we have 3 pillars to mobilize for a water-secure world. In this occasion, we emphasize in the one related to the SDGs and that related to climate resilience through water. Next one. Why this project? Relevant background. It is well known how water is suffering with the climate change and that we must be more and more innovative to tackle this enormous challenge. In our region, the pandemic has already affected with more intensity the vulnerable people, so including women and children. The private sector has a role to accomplish in this fight and these efforts to manage water in an efficient way. The governments needs the help of the sectors of the society and needed the help of the small and medium enterprise also. Next one. In this case, which are the activities that we are going to take and that we are already developing? To make companies, specifically small and medium enterprises from the industrial sector, aware of the optimal use of water. To collect learnings to scale in 2022 from Uruguay to South America. To generate a methodology adapted to the context of Uruguay and South America. To promote their circular economy that contributes to the global effort to combat climate change. To develop at the Chamber of Industry of Uruguay specialized services for small and medium enterprises that complements another kind of services already have, productivity, innovation, between others. The next one, please. The objectives. Next one. The program aims to promote the circular economy in the industrial sector of Uruguay through the development of capacities in small and medium-sized industrial enterprises to achieve efficient use of water in industrial production processes. Specifically, the project aims to execute the GWP Chamber of Industry pilot project. Next one. In this first stage, we are talking from Uruguay, this country, little country at the south of South America. Next one. In this stage 1, we have the identification of companies and consultants to work with and learning processes with the support of the ANAPERU, the National Authority of Water, to Uruguayan companies and consultants. Next one. In the second stage, we are going to open this process to the rest of South America. GWP South America, is a multiple stakeholders platforms, and we are going to disseminate the experience together with the Chamber of Industry from Uruguay to other countries in the region. Yeah, next one. In this stage 2, what are we going to do? Adapt the methodology for our small and medium enterprises of the industrial sector. Continue working in the action plan with the selected firms to achieve a more efficient use of water, including reusing. Organize workshops to companies in other countries of the region to share experiences and methodologies. Organize workshops to attract the government actors in order to help including these modalities into public programs of incentives. In phase 2, learnings and lessons from the pilot projects for scaling up 2022. Support also for the implementation of water use reduction plans and share value initiative at the company level. Next one. Key actors. Let me stay just a bit more in this diapo because it is very important to have a closer view to the actors that are already linked and the processes between them. GWP is a catalytic actor to create capabilities and to facilitate dialogues. The Chamber of Industry from Uruguay, that is a very recognized institution at the national level that manages a large number of services to improve the performance of the small and medium enterprises in the industrial sector. The National Authority of Water, the ANA of Peru, who is sharing their knowledge in this sense with us. They have started with the Blue Certificate some years ago, and they have received the support from the COSUDE, the Swedish corporation, for this activity. So we think that this is a good synergy between actors that can guarantee the success of this project. Next one. Thank you a lot. And we are here to complement and to know if you want to share with us this experience. Thanks, Veronica. Thank all for being there.
Thank you, Alejandra. And now, Alejandra, to conclude, which is the call for action?
Well, Veronica and everybody, we think that the call for action is that small and medium enterprises have to join efforts with the public sector and the other sectors of the society to fight against climate change. We need them. We need all of them to fight and to improve this world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alejandra, and thank you all for joining us today. We hope to see you soon in the next occasion.
Thank you, Veronica, and thank you, Alexandra, for that really inspiring conversation. Really excited to see the impact of the work and how it will evolve over the continent in the coming years. So good luck with that. And with that, we draw our day to a conclusion. I wanted to thank all of the participants for their efforts and energy, not only today, but in curating and creating the content that you've seen. This just doesn't happen overnight and on its own. It does come with an awful lot of hard work from an awful lot of people, some of them sitting here squirreling away behind the desk and behind the wall behind us. So thank you again on that front. This isn't the first and only day, of course, of content across the pavilion. We have 2 weeks of amazing content planned for you, and I hope that those of you that have been able to join us today, both in person and online, can also dial in for those pieces of information and content that's emerging over the 2 weeks. In particular, one of our highlights, if I may take a moment, is Friday the 5th, which represents our major global climate action event that's hosted by the high-level champions, for which I am a member of that team and our water lead within the sector. We're going to be launching a whole range of new initiatives during that session, which starts at 11:15 on Friday and will be broadcast online for those interested. Some of those will feature Peru, who we hope will become one of the first signatories to a declaration on fair water footprints, which represents a unique opportunity bringing private and public sector organisations together to work to achieve a more resilient outcome. What we've heard today, and I think what we want the negotiators and governments that are, we hope, paying attention to the content that we're presenting here on the pavilion, is that action is underway. As the Chinese proverb states, not only can water float a boat, but it can sink it also. And it's safe to say that we've demonstrated that a range of non-state actors, from private finance and private companies and civil society, have woken up to this issue and are acting irrespective of whether governments are prioritising this or not. That's exciting. So just imagine what would happen when governments do decide to prioritise these issues and support the businesses and financial institutions in taking more meaningful systemic action. If I may start or end, with a quote. And allow me to read it because I haven't got it in my brain, but it's from Nelson Mandela. It says, "I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way. But I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I've taken a moment to rest, to steal a view of the glorious vista that surrounds me, to look back on the distance I have come. But I can only rest for a moment, for with freedom and knowledge comes responsibilities, and I dare not linger, for my long walk is not ended." And with that, I say adieu, or as they say in Scotland, beef anew, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next round of content. Thank you all.